start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there at 22.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When you talk about this Jets defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here's Allen. Open man is Palmer. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing now is Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And then complete right side to Cook. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 more on that one and another first down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. That's complete to Palmer. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Quentin Williams able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Come on. Ready?
They'll run with Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Use use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready, break. Here we go, here we go. 19, start, go.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Allen. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills 16. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Second and a couple. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for the Bills. First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Buffalo.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Alert! Round 80! Alert, alert, alert! That's it!
To throw, it's Allen. He's taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Alert! What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. The quick slant cut. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 bowl game. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mason Taylor, 61 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bills 10.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Allen going to change it up. They start the drive with Cook. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Gotta be lying.
Ball want to give up the middle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's second and 10.
60. Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Alert!
To the air, Allen. Quick slant, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second and short now following the fumble. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And again, it's Allen. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Bass on for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. There he goes left side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. A final shot before half for Allen. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Allen. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
319.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Run the set. Get it. Ready.
Here's Allen. Through the juke. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
4 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready? Cougar 19, Tiger. Ready?
Here's Hall again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brees Hall, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Jets add 6 to their lead. Now Nardison for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. They showed off a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Allen going to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Completes it to Coleman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here in these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. His pass caught at the 4.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Gotta have this one. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
7 Pirates, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they run it at home. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 66 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on the box, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, right back to Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Hawk 70, Trap 60, Trap 60. 70, Timberwolf. Ready.
They'll go again with Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here we go, set. 6, Mustang 19. Go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bills are right back in this football game. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. In his own end zone, it's Allen. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Cook up the gut. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Allen going to change the look here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now they'll change things up. Allen from the gun on third down. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
That's a run with it over. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A first down carry for Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On play action, Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Allen. Open man is Palmer. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Here now, second and goal. Throwing, Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. Allen. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass.
This to get it back to a one-score game.
The kick by Bass is good.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a give right side. Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Ready?
Give to Hall running right. Breaks through the contact. Still going. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
You see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that was not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd down. Allen. That's taken in by Knox. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
This is 1st and 10. Now Allen. Allen going to run with it. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, they get back